What's going on, Cancer? And welcome to the Chariot Friends. Justin here, and I hope you're feeling awesome today. So, for those of you who are returning, welcome back, Soul Tribe. I appreciate your subscriptions, your likes, shares, your donations. Your support really does mean a lot to me, and it keeps us growing. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm happy Higher Self has brought you here. You are in for an amazing journey. Now, the purpose of this channel for those of you who have Cancer in your placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, wherever Cancer, this one's for you. And I do tarot card spreads based off our ruler here, the good old Moon. And I discuss what sign she's in, what phase she's in, when she's going void of course, just all those lunar shenanigans. And just so you're all aware, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one. So take what resonates with you, leave the rest with me. Never force a reading on a situation, and everything will be great, Cancer. Now, let's get into it. Your space has been cleansed. Gems are feeling good. Just good vibrations all around, Cancer. Now, the moon is still in a first quarter phase right now, and so we're still kind of pushing forward through with this energy here. And then, you got the moon in Aries there, so that's giving us a little extra push. So if you got anything you need to get taken care of, Cancer, now's the time. You got all the energy and the motivation to do it. So work with this energy as you need it, Cancer. And in case y'all were curious, I'm using the Everyday Witch Tarot deck. It's a Chariot Friends exclusive, and I have a link for this deck and other decks that I like using down in the description box below, so definitely check that out, Cancer. But let's get into your first card here, which is just going to be kind of the general energy of the day. So, Higher Self, what is the general energy of the day for Cancer? Let's see what's coming our way, Cancer. Yeah, okay. You got the Five of Cups here, Cancer. And so I feel like with this, if we have anything where, I feel like really the theme of the day is just kind of practicing like gratitude, because if you check out this chick here, she's got wine's just spilled all over the place. It's just a big old hot mess. And she's just focusing on the fact that, like, crap, there's no more wine, what the party's ruined, what could she possibly do? But if she looks right behind her here, she's got a whole banquet set up. I'm sure there's a little more wine we could top up, because look at those aren't big goblets. You got at least half a bottle left. Everyone's going to be fine, and you're going to be fine, Cancer. And the whole point of that thing is, when we find ourselves in places where it's just like, we maybe, situation may not be as great as it could be, or you know what I mean, Cancer. I feel like sometimes, when we're kind of like in a rut or just like kind of down in the dumps, maybe take a moment and just, and I know how this is going to sound, but just kind of be grateful for the things that are going right. You know what I mean? Because you could stay focused on what's going wrong, and that's just going to set the tone for the day. We're just going to be steeped in that. But you could be like, okay, yeah, this is going on, but thankfully, I still have X to do. I still got my house that I can take care of. This I can take care of. This, all those little things, that sometimes we can take for granted, or not give them the proper appreciation that they could. That they deserve. So, just kind of go out through your day, Cancer. I feel like practicing gratitude, really, it could be like an everyday thing, but especially today, let's just take a moment and just kind of appreciate like our family members, maybe our dog, plants, good old cup of coffee, tea in the morning, however that's looking like for you, Cancer. You know what? I think I'm gonna be grateful for that right now. Hold on. All right, now let's get into your next card here, which is going to be just like, next few cards are just going to be kind of how we're feeling throughout this day. So, Higher Self, how are we feeling with this energy today? Let's see what are some possible things we're feeling right now. Cancer, look at you. You got the Queen of Swords here. And I feel like with this, I feel like hopefully, as you've been kind of like going through practicing this thing, that as this thing being gratitude, as we start kind of getting those kind of positive influences kind of introduced in our head, I pay attention to that. See if you notice that like a fog is being lifted in your brain, because like I was saying, sometimes when we get focused on when we're crying over spilled wine here, we forget the fact that we have plenty going on on back here. So just pay attention to that. See, as you're doing that, see if there's like, if you operate better, because the Queen of Swords, one of her things is that she's, other than her husband, she's about, as clear-headed as clear can be, as far as like that enlightenment goes. So I just feel like with her popping up, I feel like there's going to be maybe some, maybe whatever the situation is going down, as we're practicing great gratitude, maybe the fog will start lifting and we can, some new ways maybe we can tackle this thing will be introduced. I hope that makes sense, Cancer, because that's where I feel like, could potentially, one of the things that could come from this is just a clarity for let's go ahead and let's keep this train moving. Let's get to your next card here. So higher self, what else are we feeling in this moment here? Let's see what else is going on for Cancer right now. Oh, wow. Talking about hubby here. All the Cancer, enlightenment all over the place. And pay attention to that there, because come on, you got the divine counterparts here. And I feel like with this thing, just pay attention to that, and also when you're dealing with this thing, sometimes we can get too wrapped up maybe in our feelings, when we're dealing with whatever this situation is, Cancer. And I feel like the King of Swords kind of invites us to kind of approach this thing more logically, analyze this stuff. Why are you feeling this way? What's kind of eliciting this response here? And then kind of journey down that. See if there's some, maybe there's some healing that needs to get done here, because that's, because look at this, Cancer. Tell anybody who needs something figured out today, Cancer, tell them to hit you up, because you're bringing it. That's because this is a really strong. We're moving right along here. Let's just keep going. But I do hope that makes sense, Cancer. That I do feel like that there's a clarity coming with this thing as you're practicing this gratitude. That's really what I know. I sound like a broken record, but let's see what else we're feeling here. Nice. You got the Ten of Cups here. And now look, we're feeling happy about this thing. So you know what? I don't mind sounding like a broken record, because look what's happening. You're getting better and better as this thing moves along here, Cancer. And I really do, and not even just, I say even take this energy, let's extend this, let's try to do this thing for like a week or so and just see how you feel at the end of this thing. Because man, look at you. You're out there with your family having a picnic by the river, Cancer. What more could you want? I like this. We're moving right along here. Let's keep this thing going. What else are we feeling, higher self? This might be a quick one today, Cancer. Let's see what else we got going on here. Nice. You got the Three of Wands here, which is pretty much what I was just asking you to do with this previous card. Kind of extend this thing for a little bit. Now that you've kind of seen this thing, you've gotten this, hopefully this renewed energy that you may have been accumulating while practicing this thing. Let's extend this thing. Let's keep this momentum going, because I feel like with this, there are going to be more opportunities that are going to open up for you as you're doing this thing. But let's get a little bit more on the Three of Wands there. Higher self, can we clarify the Three of Wands, please? Yeah, let's get a little bit more on this card here. You got the Empress. And I feel like with the Empress popping up, I feel like, just keep this momentum, Cancer, because this is exactly what we're trying to get to here. I feel like, practicing all this gratitude is going to get you to this Empress level thing here, because that's exactly what one of the Empress is, amongst a billion other things, she's super compassionate, and I feel like, being compassionate to yourself and practicing this, really, Cancer, I really feel like, you could benefit. You could be in your Empress energy all the time, if we keep this practice going. But at least for today, kind of really revel in the fact and really bask in that energy. Once we get to that place of feeling really good, and you know what I mean, Cancer, you keep just kind of practicing that gratitude, you'll see your Empress will be showing all over the place, and it's just gonna permeate in your world here. That's so definitely, Cancer, I feel like, with the clarification on the Three of Wands, keep that drive, because look at what's happening here. You got happiness, court cards, and the Empress. I mean, come on, this is a recipe for just really a wonderful life. Let's wrap this thing up here. Let's get some last thoughts on this, Cancer. So, higher self, what are some last thoughts on this thing? Because I personally like this a lot. We're wiser, we're more compassionate, and we're happy. Nice. Finishing it up here with the moon, Cancer, and I feel like what a great thing to finish on, because we can say, because with the moon, it's all about kind of perceptions here. We could stay kind of like how I was talking about with the old girl here. And keep in mind, Cancer, this isn't a gender specific reading, so definitely take this as it resonates. But she could stay caught in the illusion here that this whole party is ruined, that she's the wine has been wasted, this day it's just gonna suck, and if she keeps that mentality going, then of course, next thing you know, her balloons are gonna pop, it's gonna be a rainy day. If that's the energy that you're putting out there, the universe is gonna respond in kind, because that's what it thinks you want. That's what your beacon is putting out there. But if we see this thing for the Empress level beauty that we're bringing here, Cancer, let's go ahead and switch back over. If we see this day as, okay, you know what? If anything, this wine spilling means that no one's going to get overserved. Everyone's going to have a good old time. We can focus more on just kind of the conversations. You know what I mean? You can switch this thing up, because that's what the Empress is doing. She's seeing through the illusion here. She's not seeing the craziness here. She's seeing the beauty of all the moon and all of that has to offer, Cancer. So yeah, just mess around with that, Cancer. Whenever you're kind of feeling down in the dumps, or anything like that, just find that positive affirmation, something that'll just lift you up a little bit. So I think I'm going to leave that there. Hopefully that made sense. We're officially in. Well, we went into Mercury retrograde yesterday, so my moon's in Gemini, and Gemini is or Mercury's Gemini's ruler. At least that's what I'm blaming it on. So you might be getting a little extra word salad for at least a little bit until I get kind of settled in there. But enough about me. If you like that, Cancer, give this a good old thumbs up. Share this thing if you know someone, because I feel like we can all definitely benefit from practicing just a little gratitude, a little, any kind of any sort of thing that's just going to raise your vibration, even just a little bit, just all the little bit helps. Subscribe, hit that bell button. You'll get notified when I release videos each day. I'm all up on Facebook. And then lastly, I'm assuming you're here because if you checked your sun, but if not, check your sun placement, moon, rising. Just check your chart, Cancer. Get a whole big picture yourself. And then go check my other channel, Alchemist State. I do monthly spreads there, but each week is a different theme. So all that housekeeping's in the description box below, so definitely check that out, Cancer. But let me go ahead and get your surprise card here so I can get you out of here and manifesting, because there's a good old magician. And I feel like with this, watch how your manifestation and all your skills just kind of, I really feel like that things will really kind of start unlocking for you as you really start making space for this stuff here. You start attracting that positive energy towards you here, Cancer. The stuff that you're going to be able to manifest with this magician energy here, I think it's gonna rock your world, and I think it's really going to bring all that clarity. Because look at you. Look at what you're bringing. So I feel like, that's going to bring you a lot. And you know what? At the end of the day, let this be, if you're like, what should my mantra be? If that's something you're thinking, 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups all day, every day. because that's what we're thinking about, what makes us happy, what fulfills us, all that good stuff, Cancer. So I'll leave that there. Stay safe out there, Cancer. Keep eyes on the moon, and I will catch you on the next one. Oh, wait, what's today? Monday.